Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm here in Western Australia and me and Greenie, we're going to go and try and show you what it's like to swim with Australian sea lions. We've been out over the last year and we've been fortunate enough to swim with two different populations, one in South Australia and then one here in Western Australia. So let's go get amongst it.
Firstly, we're taking you off the coast of Western Australia to a small island population of Australian sea lions. Sea lion colonies are often found either on offshore islands, such as this, or on remote beaches where they can find refuge from human disturbance. To gain access to islands such as this, one has to rely on transportation across the water. Stand-up paddleboards, kayaks and boats are all possible ways to get to the island, and we were most grateful to our friends Tim and Beth from West Oz Wildlife for taking the time to take us out to see the sea lions from their boat. Once we reach the island, it's time to get in this beautiful water, but it's important not to approach the sea lion colony itself. The land is their refuge, free from predators and human disturbance. We need to stay out in the water and wait for the sea lions to feel comfortable enough to come out and join us. Thankfully, Australian sea lions, particularly younger individuals, are incredibly curious and playful animals by nature, and it isn't long before we are joined by a couple of youngsters in the water. In most cases, when you are interacting with wildlife, the trick is often patience and stealth, remaining still and having slow movements around the animals, but not the case with sea lions. They'll soon find you incredibly boring and either move on to someone more interesting or go back to interacting with their fellow sea lion companions. As you can see, the water I'm in is quite shallow, and I certainly don't need these long fins to freedive in this water. Instead, I choose to wear them as a point of interest for the sea lions, and it proves incredibly effective. They're drawn in to the interesting movement from them and love chewing on them in an attempt to work out what they are and probably if they're food or not. Sea lions have little consideration for personal space, but when diving with them, we still want to ensure we are never too forward in approaching them. They are still large animals with powerful jaws and teeth, and are certainly capable of inflicting major damage to a person if they feel threatened. Often it's actually best to swim away from them. This not only ensures they are still interacting with you on their terms, but generates new curiosity, especially when swimming amongst other people. Once you have a sea lion's interest, you have to maintain it. Here I swam further away from the colony, into clearer water, where this young sea lion followed me. I hope you enjoy just some of the many highlights I had interacting with this youngster. Australian sea lions are known as the puppies of the ocean, and swimming with them will always go down as one of my most cherished moments in nature. But unfortunately, it's time to move on to a different population of Australian sea lions, this time in South Australia. This population actually live on mainland Australia and are the largest breeding colony on the mainland. Their location is protected from the incredible steep sea cliffs along the Southern Ocean, and unfortunately, this species needs all the protection it can get. Australian sea lions are listed as endangered, and only around 6,500 remain in the wild. Seals already have natural predators to worry about, such as great white sharks, which also frequent this area. But sadly, as is so often the case, people are responsible for this species' population decline. Commercial fishing practices are the main threat Australian sea lions face, and it's estimated that 350 Australian sea lions are caught as bycatch each breeding season in South Australia alone. Australian sea lions also have one of the longest breeding cycles of any marine mammal in the world. The mating cycle only occurs once every 18 months. This is then followed by another 18-month gestation period, and mothers will spend another 18 months again with their pup, teaching them how to find food and fend for themselves. This slow recruitment process, combined with the high casualties from both natural predators and our human impacts, means that our only native sea lion species is at serious risk of extinction. Colonies such as this typically consist of many adult females to only an individual adult male. Males can grow up to 400 kilograms, significantly larger than that of females, and the size and shape difference is easily recognisable. Females can form close relationships with one another and will share responsibility of the young seals, in some cases even fostering the pups of young seals who have lost their mothers. This young sea lion seems more interested in finding a friend to play with rather than settling in for the night. But as the sun starts to set, it's time for everyone to find their place among the colony to keep warm for the night. And with that brings us to the end of another episode. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe and turn notifications on for our next episode, where we dive into these hostile waters to find a sea lion's worst enemy, the great white shark. We hope to see you guys then.